Welcome back to Beyond Belief, the channel where we explore the mysterious and unexplained corners of our world. Today, we're diving into the heart of Virginia, a state known for its mountains, beaches, and home to the Pentagon. Join us as we count down the top 10 paranormal places in Virginia. Alright, let's get into it. Number 10, Williamsburg Hospital. In the historic heart of Williamsburg, Virginia, lies a site with a past as complex as it is chilling. The Eastern State Hospital, known also as the Eastern Lunatic Asylum, stands as a testament to America's early attempts to treat mental illness, entwined with tales of tragedy and the supernatural. Founded in 1773, this groundbreaking institution was the first in America dedicated solely to the care of the mentally ill. Its establishment was driven by a societal need to address the disastrous consequences of untreated mental conditions, as reported in the press of the time. Under the supervision of Dr. John Galt and others, the hospital pioneered several treatment methods, from baths and exercise to the controversial practices of bleeding and restraint. Despite their efforts, the hospital was a place of profound suffering, with a staggering mortality rate in certain periods. The tumult of the Revolutionary War and the Civil War brought raids and requisitions, yet the hospital persisted. A devastating fire in 1885 claimed the original structure, but its legacy of care and controversy endured. John Minson Galt II's tenure as superintendent marked a period of reform and compassion. His tragic end, believed to be a suicide driven by despair over the plight of his patients, adds a poignant chapter to the hospital's history. Today, the spirit of Dr. Galt is said to linger on the grounds. Employees and visitors report unexplained phenomena, ghostly gusts of wind, mysteriously displaced items, and the indelible bloodstain that refuses to be forgotten. The Eastern State Hospital's story is one of innovation and tragedy, hope and despair. Its halls, once home to countless souls seeking solace, now echo with the whispers of the past, inviting those brave enough to listen. Number 9, Bacon's Castle. Nestled in Surry County, Virginia, stands a monument to history and mystery. Bacon's Castle. This architectural marvel, known also as Allen's Brick House, is not only the nation's oldest brick dwelling, but a vault of secrets and ghostly encounters. Built in 1655 by Arthur Allen, a wealthy tobacco merchant, Bacon's Castle is an architect's dream with its high Jacobean structure and beautifully restored 17th century English garden. However, it's the shadows cast by its long history that draw paranormal researchers from around the globe. Spectral fireballs, floating heads, and disembodied voices have been witnessed within its walls. Teams like Spirited History have captured EVPs, flashlight communication, and even ghostly photographs, adding to the mansion's haunted repute. The castle's dark past is woven with tales of ominous comets, secret romances, and tragic events, making it a breeding ground for spirits over its 360-year history. From its inception by Arthur Allen to its occupation during Bacon's Rebellion in 1676, every corner of the estate tells a story. Among the eerie tales is the tragic story of an actor who, consumed by despair after forgetting his lines in the 1920s, ended his life on the theater's stage. His spirit, along with that of little Jimmy, a young boy who drowned in the estate's swimming pool, continue to haunt the premises. Visitors report unexplained movements, noises, and spectral sightings that defy explanation. The disembodied head of an African-American woman and the blood-stained steps allude to the property's gory past and the suffering of the enslaved people who lived and died here. Bacon's Castle stands as a beacon for those intrigued by the paranormal, offering tours that explore its haunted legacy. Number 8, the public jail. Constructed in 1701, the public jail was the answer to colonial Virginia's growing need for law and order. But beyond its brick facade awaited a world of despair. The jail housed everyone from pirates to political prisoners in conditions so dire that death was a mercy for some. Within these walls, notorious pirates awaited their fate, and Governor Henri Hamilton, known as the Hair-Buyer General, endured the agony of captivity. The jail's history is a tapestry woven with tales of suffering and the indomitable human spirit. A stark contrast to the jail's bleakness is the Wythe House, a beacon of colonial elegance and sophistication. Built between 1752 to 1754, this Georgian townhouse was home to George Wythe, a man whose legacy is as grand as the house itself. Wythe's influence on America's founding principles is unparalleled. Yet, it's the personal tragedies and the heartbreaks within these walls that have fueled tales of hauntings, from the chilling touch of unseen hands to the quiet footsteps echoing through empty halls. Both the public jail and the Wythe House have captured the imagination of paranormal researchers. From spectral fireballs at Bacon's Castle to the heart-wrenching sobs of Lady Anne Skipworth, these sites are a magnet for those seeking encounters with the other side. Number 7, the George Wythe House. Built in 1753, this stately home has been a silent witness to the complexities of colonial life, the fervor of revolution, and the enduring mysteries of the afterlife. Gifted to George Wythe, America's first law professor and mentor to Thomas Jefferson, this house served as a strategic headquarters to General Washington and the French Lafayette before the pivotal Battle of Yorktown. But beneath its historical significance, the Wythe House harbors tales of heartbreak and spectral unrest. The most haunting tale is that of Lady Anne Skipwith, whose spirit is said to roam the corridors, forever trapped in the anguish of her final moments. Rumors of her tragic death in the late 1770s abound. From a heartbreaking miscarriage to a despair-driven suicide after a tempestuous argument with her husband, Sir Peyton Skipwith, accused of infidelity. Visitors report hearing the uneven footsteps of a woman in haste, the sharp clack of a heel followed by a muffled thud echoing up the staircase. Some have even glimpsed the ghost of Anne herself, adorned in her cream-colored satin dress, her gaze lost in the mirror before she vanishes into thin air. For those brave enough to seek an encounter, a ritual whispered among the daring involves kneeling before the closet where her spirit dwells and calling out for Lady Skipwith, promising the return of her lost red shoe. Beware, for her response is a tempestuous rush of air, as if reclaiming what was once hers. Another spectral presence believed to linger is that of George Wythe himself, victim of a nefarious poisoning by his grandnephew George Sweeney. Despite Wythe's death occurring in Richmond, many contend that his spirit returns to Williamsburg, seeking justice and solace in his beloved home. On the night of June 8th, the anniversary of his death, guests sleeping in Wythe's room have reported feeling a cold, firm hand pressing down upon their foreheads. A chilling reminder of the betrayal that led to his untimely demise. The George Wythe House stands as a monument to America's vibrant history and its shadowy, ghostly undercurrents. Number 6. Boxwood Inn, Bed and Breakfast. Completed in 1859, Lee Hall Mansion was the stately home of Richard Decatur Lee, a prosperous planter whose life was forever altered by the tumult of the Civil War, as Confederate Generals Magruder and Johnston pondered their military tactics within these walls. Did they leave behind more than just memories? The evolution of Lee Hall from a serene plantation to a bustling hub of military and commercial activity was marked by the establishment of the Lee Hall Depot in 1881. It's here that the paths of soldiers, officials, and the goods of war converged, weaving a complex tapestry of history and hauntings. In the shadow of these historical landmarks stands the Boxwood Inn, a bed and breakfast that marries Virginia's rich heritage with the comfort of modern hospitality. But the inn offers more than just a warm bed and exquisite meals. It is home to friendly spirits that linger from its previous life. Among these spectral residents is Nanny Curtis, a gentle soul whose presence is felt more in acts of kindness than in whispers of the night. From mysteriously appearing emery boards to early morning knocks, Nanny ensures her guests' comfort, echoing the inn's legacy of hospitality. Virginia Paranormal Investigations sought to uncover the truth behind the tales. Venturing into the inn's most secluded corners, what they found was evidence of a world beyond our own, where playful spirits and unseen caretakers roam. From the strategic musings of Confederate generals at Lee Hall Mansion, to the ghostly courtesies of Nanny Curtis at the Boxwood Inn, Lee Hall weaves a captivating narrative of history, hauntings, and the enduring presence of the past. If you're enjoying this haunted tour, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps so much. We've got more haunted tales ahead and you won't want to miss a single one. If you have a state you'd like us to cover, drop it in the comments section below. Number 5. Williamsburg Museum. Dumfries, Virginia. A whisper of its former glory, this oldest continuously charted city in the United States harbors tales of prosperity, decline, and spectral remnants of its illustrious past. Among these, the Williamsburg Museum stands as a beacon of the paranormal, drawing the curious and the brave. Once a bustling port city, rivaling even Boston with its maritime trade, Dumfries' fate was sealed as silt choked its lifeblood, the shipping canal, leading to its gradual descent into obscurity. Yet within this quiet town lies a repository of stories untold and spirits unrested. The museum, once a vibrant custom house and later the dwelling of the prolific writer Mason Locke Weems, harbors tales of creativity, tragedy, and the afterlife. Weems, known for embellishing the biographies of America's founding fathers, infused the house with a legacy of storytelling that transcends the boundaries of life and death. Following Weems, the celebrated lawyer Benjamin Botts, and later, the Merchant family, added layers of history to the house. From Botts' untimely demise in the Richmond Theater fire to the tragic life of Mamie Merchant, confined due to epilepsy, the house has witnessed profound human experiences. Renovations seem to awaken the dormant spirits, prompting inexplicable occurrences. Books hurled across rooms, screams echoing from Mamie's quarters, and a doll that moves as if guided by unseen hands. Each anomaly is a thread in the rich tapestry of the museum's haunted history. Visitors and volunteers alike have felt the presence of those who once called this place home. From windows that open of their own accord to the inexplicable movements of a doll, the spirits of the Williamsburg Museum are ever eager to make their presence known. The eerie allure of the museum has captivated audiences nationwide, with television features bringing its ghostly inhabitants into the limelight. Each October, the bravest souls attempt to endure a night within its walls, yet none have lasted past the witching hour. The spirits of the Williamsburg Museum, particularly Mamie and Violet, ensure their stories remain alive, long after the stroke of midnight. Number 4. The Graffiti House. Built in 1858, this modest structure has seen the nation torn apart and stitched back together, bearing the scars of battle and the whispers of those who once sought refuge within its walls. As the largest cavalry engagement on American soil, the Battle of Brandy Station raged just steps from the Graffiti House, turning it into a field hospital, where the line between life and death was as thin as a surgeon's blade. Here, the wounded were brought, carrying with them tales of valor and despair. The walls of the Graffiti House are a canvas of emotions, etched with the names, drawings, and messages of soldiers from both the Union and Confederate armies. From the signature of J.E.B. Stuart to the poignant sketches of downcast soldiers, these markings transcend time, offering a personal glimpse into the hearts of those who fought. Among the graffiti, the Maryland Scroll unfurls its story, a testament to men who would later clash at the Battle of Kelly's Ford. These sketches, ranging from the whimsical dancing lady to the defiant declaration of United States of America, narrate a saga of camaraderie, pride, and resistance. The Brandy Station Foundation, in a race against time and decay, has painstakingly restored the Graffiti House, ensuring that these ephemeral whispers from the past are safeguarded for future generations. Today, the house, once on the brink of oblivion, stands as a monument to the enduring human spirit. But the Graffiti House holds more than just historical treasures. It is a nexus of the paranormal. Reports of ghostly apparitions, unexplained movements, and ethereal whispers hint at the unsettled spirits that may still roam its rooms. For those who dare to tread its creaking floors, the Graffiti House offers a journey back in time and perhaps an encounter with the unseen. Whether drawn by history or the allure of the paranormal, visitors leave with a profound connection to the echoes of the past that linger in the air. Number 3. Henri's Historical Park. Established in 1611, this second English settlement in the New World has borne witness to the tumultuous relationship between European settlers and Native American tribes, the brave endeavors of colonization, and the horrors of war. Before the arrival of the settlers, the land was home to the Powhatan Confederacy, thriving communities bound by trade, tradition, and the leadership of the formidable Chief Powhatan. It was here, amidst the verdant Virginia landscape, that the story of Pocahontas unfolded, a tale of peace and mediation between two worlds on the brinks of conflict. But Henri's is more than a historical site. It is a site where countless paranormal phenomena take place. Visitors and reenactors alike report encounters with the intangible. Sounds of laughter and conversation from empty buildings, sightings of misty figures in colonial garb, and the chilling echoes of cannon and musket fire, remnants of battles long since fought. Imagine standing within the reconstructed walls of the fort only to catch a glimpse of a lone woman dressed in the attire of a colonial settler, vanishing before your very eyes. Or feeling an unexplained chill as you explore the Indian village, a reminder of the spirits that may still roam the land, guarding their ancestral home. Paranormal investigators have delved into the mysteries of Henri's. Their findings? Unexplained voices captured on audio, rapid temperature drops, and shadows that move with intent. Henri's Historical Park, it seems, is as alive today with the spirits of the past as it was over 400 years ago. Number 2. St. Albin Sanatorium. Established on grounds soaked in the turmoil of Native American conflicts and the Civil War's carnage, this place has been a crucible of human emotion and tragedy. Originally a Lutheran boys' school, its legacy of competitiveness and bullying morphed into something far more sinister when it was reborn as a psychiatric hospital in 1916. Here, the lines between treatment and torture blurred, with patients subjected to the horrors of early 20th century mental health care practices. The sanatorium's history is marred by experimental treatments that left many more dead than healed. Electroconvulsive therapy, hydrotherapy, and lobotomies were performed with a cavalier disregard for the patient's humanity, leading to countless untold stories of suffering and despair. These treatments, now considered barbaric, were the norm, with the hospital's staff-to-patient ratio shockingly inadequate for providing any semblance of care. As the building fell into disuse and was eventually abandoned, it became a magnet for those fascinated by the paranormal, drawn by tales of full-body apparitions, disembodied screams, and unexplained phenomena. The sanatorium's reputation as one of the most haunted locations on the East Coast is a testament to the residual energy left by those who suffered within its walls. The transformation of St. Albin's Sanatorium into a center for paranormal research and macabre events has opened a new chapter in its history. Ghost hunts and haunted tours offer a glimpse into the past, providing a stark reminder of the evolution of mental health care and the human cost of ignorance and fear. The spirits that roam the sanatorium, from the ghost of a young girl tragically connected to its past as a boys' school to the victims of its time as a psychiatric hospital, are a poignant reminder of the site's dark history. Number 1. Peyton Randolph House. The Peyton Randolph House, nestled in the heart of colonial Williamsburg, Virginia, is a site where history and hauntings intertwine, making it one of the most haunted locations in the United States. With a reputation for unsettling occurrences and spectral sightings, this house has captivated the curiosity of both historians and paranormal enthusiasts alike. Its legacy as a hub of supernatural activity is matched only by its significance in American history, having witnessed the lives and deaths of about 30 individuals, from tragic accidents to murders. Constructed in 1715 by William Robertson, and later acquired by Sir John Randolph, the house has seen extensive modifications and expansions over the centuries, transforming it into the large, L-shaped structure that stands today. This expansion included the addition of an elaborate center section during Peyton Randolph's tenure, which connected all rooms and introduced some of the finest surviving paneling and architectural details in the historic district. Peyton Randolph, a figure of monumental importance in the American Revolution, made the house a meeting place for revolutionary leaders like George Wythe and Thomas Jefferson. His death in 1775 marked the beginning of the house's journey through various hands, eventually serving as a headquarters for French forces under General Jean-Baptiste Donatien de Vimeur, Comte de Rochambeau, during the Siege of Yorktown. The house's haunted reputation is bolstered by numerous accounts of paranormal phenomena, including voices, physical interactions, and unexplained movements. Notable incidents include the experiences of the French General Marquis de Lafayette, who reported feeling an unseen hand upon his arrival, and guests in the late 1960s who fled the house in terror after being violently shaken or witnessing apparitions. The deaths within the house span centuries, from a young boy's fatal fall from a tree to the mysterious illness of a Confederate veteran. These tragic events contribute to the house's eerie atmosphere and the belief that it is cursed. Some attribute this curse to the mistreatment of slaves by Betty Randolph, or to the disturbance of Native American burials on the property. Despite conflicting archaeological reports, the presence of Native American artifacts and burials in the area suggests a deep historical significance that predates colonial settlement. Today, the Peyton Randolph House stands as a testament to America's complex past, blending its rich historical narrative with tales of the supernatural. It challenges visitors to confront the shadows of history and consider the stories of those who lived and died within its walls. So there you have it, the top 10 paranormal places in Virginia. Thanks for joining us on this ghostly journey through the Mother of States. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos from Beyond Belief. It helps out a lot. Thank you to all of our subscribers out there. Until next time, keep exploring the unexplained.